What are you doing? I'll tell you what you're doing. You're listening to the Elder Scrolls Lorecast. Either you are, or I'll be skipping rope with your entrails. Ta-ta.
This is the Elder Scrolls Lorecast, your source for lore and so much more. Adventurers, welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Lorecast. This is your host, Tom, or Robots, and I'm here with Lotus, and we've got some of our patrons because it's the end of May. It's our patron chat, and we are doing a fun thing. Every so often, you know how this goes. We'll do a fun little quiz show kind of thing, and we've got a very special quiz show that I've prepared for everybody, and this time it's not everybody versus Lotus, it's just everybody for themselves. And so make sure that you have something to keep track of your answers here, and enough to just write down short answers and kind of number them if you want. And welcome back to the show, everybody. We've got Rob the Princess, and names are changing. Don't know if that name was, people are joining in. We've got Mothman and then somebody else who may want to update their name before I say who they are. But welcome, everybody. The stream's here too. Yeah. How's it going? Rob, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. My guess is that's Oni that's joining us, the gamble I'm going to take. But I'm doing good. It's good to be back.
Yeah, good to have you. And then Mothman, welcome back.
Oh, well, this is my first ever Lorecast being part of Patron, so...
It is your first ever.
Yeah, I was going to say,
no, you're right,
I think I get to talk to you until today.
Yeah, I've juggled too many things and too many different shows and too many names. But yeah, I'm glad that you decided to join us.
Pleasure to be here.
Awesome. And our third guest, there you go, it's Falcon. Hey, Falcon, how's it going?
Plot twist.
Ooh, good. How are you guys?
Good. Yeah, everybody ready? Does everybody have something to write down answers on? Some short answers. There's about, 20-ish kind of very short questions, but
as always, am I allowed to cheat?
Like cheating is not allowed. So no looking up answers, no phoning a friend, none of that stuff. And here,
right. Well, I tried.
let's do the topic. The topic, I haven't revealed the topic to anybody yet. The topic is quotes. These are quotes by godlike or godish-like creatures of different kinds. So you can start to kind of think about who or what those might be. Okay, but each of these is a quote from somebody or something that's very powerful. I'll just leave it there. Okay, so powerful things that have said things. So they have to have been able to say something. So that might cut out certain things in your head. But these are actual quotes. These are not quotes about them. These are quotes that they themselves have said. And I'm going to read you the quote, and then you're going to guess who said it and what game the quote was in as a bonus point.
Wow.
And so
I don't think I'm going to be very good at this.
Well, you get 2 points if you get the actual creature, person, whatever it is, right? If you get the name right, you get 2 points for that. And if you can pick the correct game, that's a bonus point. Even if you get the name wrong, you can get a bonus point for that. So 2 points for getting it right, 1 point for which game it's from. Right. Now, there's another piece to this as well. 3 of these are fake quotes, but they're written to sound like they would be something that the individual would say. And if you can identify, you get to choose 3 of these quotes as being fake. Every time you choose one and you get the fake one right, you get 5 points for that.
Oof.
So we still want to guess who you framed it to be.
Right.
Also,
it's going to sound like it's supposed to be from one of these people.
Should we also guess which game you were thinking of it should have been in?
That's going to be really hard to narrow it down.
Just initially focus on the name, which game it's from, and then does this sound like is this legitimately actually a quote, or is this a fake quote? And it's not going to be something like I took an actual quote and just changed one word. It's not going to be like that, right? Yeah,
it's just
the entire quote is fake.
Sounds like something they would say.
It sounds like something they would say.
All right, I'm on board for this. This could be fun.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm glad that we're getting agreement as we're already recording.
Yeah, no, that's good. Well, now that the show is in
I don't know what you wanted, Tom. This. You didn't tell us before.
Lotus could have just been like, no, this is garbage. Let's do something else.
Different topic.
All right, I guess we'll just come up with it on the spot. Cool. All right. But here's the other thing is that you don't need to yell out any answers. You don't need to compete with each other to get the answers out first. Just write them down. And we're going to go fairly quickly through the list. And then I'm going to reveal the answers and we'll discuss each one. And you can say, we'll take some guesses. I'll reveal the answer. You can say, I think this sounds like so-and-so because of this, that kind of thing. So I'll just read them through initially. If you are listening at home or watching at home and you want to play along, then feel free. Get out something to write on, or just kind of keep a mental tally in your head as we go through this and get your guesses going. And especially if you think one is false, if it's like, oh, that sounds like somebody, but I don't think they actually said that, then make sure you note that as well. But you only get to note 3 of those. There are 3 of them, and you get 3 attempts. You don't get to just put, oh, all of them sound false, right? That's not how that works.
Yeah.
Would I get 15 points in the end? 3 of them to be right.
Right. Yeah. All right, here we go. First quote. And it's going to start generally easy, and then it's going to get a little bit harder, and then there might be a mix.
You better not be pulling a fast one on us where you're like, surprise, they are all fake.
All of them are fake. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stick to the words that I said the way I said them, which means only 3 are fake. All right. So the first one, we'll start off pretty easy here. When the beacon is lit, the veil will tear. What festers in the dark will have no place to hide. Who said that? I'll read it one more time. When the beacon is lit, the veil will tear. What festers in the dark will have no place to hide. All right, everybody's thinking. Type. Remember, pick a name. Pick a game. Coincide the 2, you get 3 points. If you just get the name, that's 2. If you just get the game, that's 1. All right, everybody's written that one down. We'll go through these fairly quickly. We'll kind of review them real fast, and then we'll get to the kind of reviews of each. All right, quote number 2. You are the best septum that's ever ruled. Well, except for that Martin fellow, but he turned into a dragon god, and that's hardly sporting, you know. I was there for that whole sordid affair. Marvelous time. I'll read that again. You are the best septum that ever ruled. Well, except for that Martin fellow, but he turned into a dragon god, and that's hardly sporting, you know. I was there for the whole sordid affair. Marvelous time. All right. Number 3. And we'll go back through these if there's one that you want me to repeat, we'll go back through them. Number 3. You are akin to the beast. Embrace the blood. The wild. No, I'm sorry. I'm reading the wrong one. Hold on. I have alternate quotes here just in case I wanted to go with different ones. Let's not do that one.
Okay.
So
Suspicious.
that one sounds like somebody specifically. I'm going to skip that. I'm going to move the other quote I wanted to do further down. That was my mistake in the formatting of the way I did the screen. All right. So here we go. Next one on the list. Here we go. Once I ruled this realm, a world of perfect order. Once I ruled this realm, a world of perfect order. All right. I think it was 3. I should have numbered these on my page, but I didn't. Next one. That was 3. Next one. Once I reigned over my realm from this place. I filled these halls with my servants and the trophies of my countless victories. But then I laid it to waste and destroyed all within. So again, once I reigned over all my realm from this place. I filled these halls with my servants and the trophies of my countless victories. But then I laid it to waste and destroyed all within. All right. Next one. I will devour your souls in Sovereign That's it. I will devour your souls in Sovereign. Short and sweet. All right. Next one. I am the face of pain. The souls of the damned are my weapons. You will know eons of suffering. I am the face of pain. The souls of the damned are my weapons. You will know eons of suffering. Next one. I am the unweaver. I am the dark tomorrow. I am the last path you will ever walk. I am the unweaver. I am the dark tomorrow. I am the last path you will ever walk. All right, next one. We've got a bunch. It contains the knowledge of the ages as revealed by Xerxes, my loyal servant. For hundreds of years, it's been shut away from the world. I like that this one mentions Xerxes, which is rare. It contains the knowledge of the ages as revealed to Xerxes, my loyal servant. For hundreds of years, it's been shut away from the world. All right, next on the list. It's about the reward, the prize. Fear not. You'll have your trinkets, your desire for power, your hunger for wealth. I'll read that one more time, and then we'll welcome Main Monkey, who just jumped in. It's about the reward, the prize. Fear not. You'll have your trinkets, your desire for power, your hunger for wealth. Welcome, Main Monkey. We're reading quotes, and you have to guess which godlike being said the quote. And then also guess what game it was from. And then also, 3 of these are fake quotes that would be attributed to a specific individual or being or whatever.
This is getting hard.
This is incredibly difficult.
Is it? Oh, I thought some of these I thought were too easy.
I feel like I'm as bad as this as I thought I might be.
Most of them have some sort of tell in the quote.
So some of them do, and a couple of them I'm like,
yeah, some of them have less of a tell, and some of them have more of the tell, because I didn't want to be too transparent with all of them. So, all right, let's move on to the next one. Next one. The blood that spills beneath the moons is sacred. Kill not for cruelty, but for glory. The blood that spills beneath the moons is sacred. Kill not for cruelty, but for glory. All right. Main Monkey, are you here, by the way? Can you hear us? Are you on a microphone? You're muted. I didn't know if you're actually there and can hear us or not. If you can, chime in. I'm guessing maybe not. Okay, next one. Here we go. Wearing flesh is so distasteful. You have caught my attention, mortal. That is most unwise. I'll say that again. You want to know the spelling of this? AHHHHGH. Wearing flesh is so distasteful. You have caught my attention, mortal. That is most unwise. All right, next one. Pluck but a single thread and the weave unravels. Again, pluck but a single thread and the weave unravels. Okay, the Main Monkey's just popping in. You're headed to bed. Okay, cool. Good. Glad to have you join us briefly to say hi.
Usually say hi.
Yeah, have a good night. Have a good night.
Hello.
All right, next. I murdered truth, and yet I knew it not. I was blind, and yet I saw. I murdered truth, and yet I knew it not. I was blind, and yet I saw. Okay, next one. I really just needed something to encourage you to go out into the world and spread merriment. And you did just that. I haven't been so entertained in at least 100 years. I really just needed something to encourage you to go out into the world and spread merriment. And you did just that. I haven't been so entertained in at least 100 years. All right, next one. Just jot these down. Give them a good guess. I saw your life gutter and fade like a candle flame in a tempest. My undead servants drank your blood, and I reanimated your corpse. I saw your life gutter and fade like a candle flame in a tempest. My undead servants drank your blood, and I reanimated your corpse. All right, next one. Chat, do you guys have guesses? You can guess in chat if you want. We meet again, mortal, for we have met before, whether you know it or not. When you mutter in your sleep, you speak to me. We meet again, mortal, for we have met before, whether you know it or not. When you mutter in your sleep, you speak to me. What's interesting is that like you hear certain things, and I can totally get from the guessing side of like, well, it sounds like it could be this, but maybe it's also this. Right? There's a little bit of like,
that's the biggest thing. There's a lot of options for a few of these.
A little bit of overlap, yeah.
Yeah, which is rough.
Yeah.
Some of these is like, well, this could go to like, depending on the direction, it could go very wide different directions depending on how you take the statement. And then other ones, it's like, oh, I know exactly what group of people said this, but which one of the person in that group said this?
Okay.
Right.
All right, we'll keep on moving. We only have 4 left or 5 left. Here's the next one. The strong have no need of tricks. Honor and strength are all that matter. The strong have no need of tricks. Honor and strength are all that matter. All right, well, 4th to last. My people look upon the elements and see there written a divine testament to my lordship. Did ever any other god display such dominion over the earth and sky? My people look upon the elements and see there written a divine testament to my lordship. Did ever any other god display such dominion over the earth and sky? All right, third to last one. Decay is not death, it is design. The rot beneath the skin is simply truth unveiled. Decay is not death, it is design. The rot beneath the skin is simply truth unveiled. All right, second to last. What is your fate? To stand against me? Then know this, you are not the first. They get harder as they go. I'm sure that's probably obvious, but at least that was the intent. I'll read it again. What is your fate? To stand against me? Then know this, you are not the first. And then the final one, all knowledge is permissible, even the forbidden holds value to the wise. All knowledge is permissible, even the forbidden holds value to the wise. All right, any that you want me to reread on the list?
No, I think I'm just screwed on the couple I didn't know.
Yeah. Did you mean to do 21? That's a weird number to have.
Yeah, there might be 21. One, two. I thought I counted 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I have 22. At least when I
That's concerning.
Yeah, so, all right.
I missed
nailed
one.
it.
So, I guess we'll just roll with it.
Yeah, we'll just, whatever. I have an amount written down. We can all agree on that. And I have most of them with something. And that's what I got.
Cool.
I was just trying to like copy as much of the phrase as much as possible so I could ponder it a little bit.
Nope. There was no time for pondering with me. I went all in or just completely spaced it out of my brain.
Well, if there's one that
the same.
Yeah, you're the same. Okay, if there's one that you guys want me to repeat, I can repeat it. Otherwise, we'll just go down the list and we can discuss. But at that point, you need to stick with what your original guess was. There's no change.
I don't even have answers for half of these yet. So.
Oh, yeah, no, I definitely do. But the ones that I was confused on, I either guessed the game, guessed the person, or if I was totally stumped, I was like, this has got to be fake because I have no idea.
You're like, that one must be crappy because it doesn't make any sense.
Because I don't know it. I'm just going to assume that for some reason I don't know it for a reason, even though I'm not confident in many of these.
Yeah.
Actually, this was a pretty solid challenge. I'm curious if like some of the listeners are like, oh, I got like literally all of these.
Some of them are definitely harder than others. Like that was on purpose. Actually, there's 23. I should have numbered this at the beginning. All right.
How did I miss 2?
I'm just double checking here. We'll run through them again and you guys can discuss each one and then I'll reveal what the answer is. Yeah, there's 23. And it is not like... I don't think I messed up. Oh, wait, no. I did mess up the number. It's 22.
I have 21. Yeah, I have 21 as well.
I have 21 as well? Did I skip one?
Are you sure you didn't skip 2 of them? Because
yeah, I was going to say, I definitely have 21. It seems like we all have 21.
I know, maybe I skipped.
Except for Tom.
Maybe I skipped. Okay, we'll read each one through. And if you guys are like, oh, I didn't hear that one, then I must have skipped it.
Yeah. Why don't we do that real quick?
All right, so we're going back to the first one. All right. A new hand touches the beacon. Listen, hear me and obey. A foul darkness has seeped into my temple. No, wait, that's the wrong one.
I was going to say, wait a minute, what was that one?
I just messed that up. All right, so it was the other quote, but let's use this one as an example. Okay. Oh. So the other quote was, some of these I did 2 quotes because I was like trying to decide which one I want to do, but I didn't delete them. And so I'm just reading the wrong one.
Gotcha. I was like, wait, I don't remember that quote right now.
Yeah, most of these I pulled multiple quotes and then I decided, okay, I'm going to go with this one.
The one you wanted. Right.
Because some of them were better than others.
There's a list of famous quotes like for each person.
Right. So this one says, this is kind of the gimme one anyway. When the beacon is lit, the veil will tear. What festers in the dark will have no place to hide. So who talks about beacons?
Yeah, I was going to say. It's Meridian.
It's Meridian, right. So everyone gets that one. 2 points. Which game is this from?
It's in Skyrim. That's the only one that has the beacon.
It's in Skyrim, right? Because it has the beacon, right? Cool. Okay, so that's the first one. That was kind of the easy one to start you guys off on an easy one. All right, number 2. This one's actually number 2, by the way. I'm not going to mess any more up, I promise.
Are we going through the answers right now? Because I don't have answers written for all of these yet.
If you don't have an answer, if you don't have an answer, then go ahead and say, okay, hold on. You'll put the answer down and then we'll discuss.
Yeah, do a quick pause because I'm committed to mine. Like the couple I don't have an answer, I'm already just assuming that's wrong because I don't have anything.
Yeah.
And I have fakes for the other ones.
Yeah, so that's fine. And you can put if you're like, oh, both of these, let's say you came across a few that sounded like Meridia. You could put Meridia for multiples.
I would hope so because I have several of repeats.
There are multiple quotes from they're all different people or creatures or beings or whatever, right? Okay, so number 2, we'll give Rob a minute to guess this one. You are the best septum that's ever ruled. Well, except for that Martin fellow, but he turned into a dragon god, and that's hardly sporting, you know. I was here for that whole sordid affair. Marvelous time.
I have that one already.
I have that one.
Everyone's good on that one? All right, do you want to discuss it, or do you just want to start guessing?
I mean, it's clearly referring to the events of Oblivion. There was only one game that was released after Oblivion.
Right.
And the tone is pretty clear of who's
That's a very Sheogorath type of quote.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone's got Sheogorath on that?
I have Sheogorath for Skyrim as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. That is Sheogorath, and it is Skyrim. So see how this also was easier from the beginning? Yeah. Hey, Oni, welcome. Oni's joining in. Oni, I've got a bunch of quotes from powerful godlike beings, and everyone is guessing who said the quote and which game it's from. And 3 of these are false. They're similar to something they would have said, but they aren't actually the quote. Cool. Are you good?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So feel free to join in and guess and do whatever you can in order to participate. All right. So this is Wasteland Oni, everybody. Welcome to the show. All right. Third one, number 3. Once I ruled this realm, a world of perfect order. You need time on that one, Rob?
No, that one, I am good until we get to like what I assume is number 11, but maybe it's not number 11.
Okay, well, when we start getting close, we'll figure that one out. All right, you guys want to discuss this one? Who did this one?
I'm pretty confident with this one.
I'm confident? Question mark.
Perfect order seems a bit on the nose.
I was going to say, I'm going with Jiggalag from Oblivion.
Yeah.
Jiggalag specifically, yeah.
Yep, you guys are correct.
And I've never played that DLC, but I know that quote.
See, that's even more impressive.
Yeah, so you guys got that one right. Jiggalag, 2 points for that, 1 point for Oblivion. If you got both of them, there you go.
It'd be weird if you got Jiggalag, but you didn't get Oblivion. I'd be actually more surprised.
Right, like, oh yeah.
Morrowind.
What other game does Jiggalag really appear in?
He doesn't.
I think he's mentioned once in Daggerfall in a book.
Yeah, but definitely doesn't appear.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And not even as a prince, he's just mentioned.
In passing. He's just mentioned, and there's references to his existence in ESO, but again, he's not in ESO.
Yeah.
Right. That's true. Right. All right. Number 4. Once I reigned over all my realm from this place, I filled these halls with my servants and the trophies of my countless victories, but then I laid it to waste and destroyed all within. You guys know who that is?
This one stumped me.
This one stumped me too.
I said you're a liar, and this isn't real.
Okay, so who does it sound like if I'm lying?
It's supposed to look like a Mehrunes Dagon quote, but I don't think this is a real Mehrunes Dagon quote.
So are you guessing Mehrunes Dagon and that it's a lie?
Yes.
Okay.
But I did name Oblivion just in case it's not.
Okay. All right. And you can
see. I thought it sounded like a mix between Dagon and Hircine, which is what made me think it was fake.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you think, Mothman?
This one stumped me.
And honestly, I at first didn't put Oblivion. I put Battlespire, but I was like, no, I don't think we'd be touching Battlespire this early in.
Like, I'm at a severe disadvantage when it comes to these games.
Because this feels more appropriate because in Battlespire, you're like literally in his den.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're actually, before Hircine exists, so you're Daga Hircine.
Right.
Yeah. I've only really ever played Skyrim, so.
Okay, yeah, but it's still worth guessing because if you're like, oh, that definitely wasn't in Skyrim, then
if you listen to the podcast, you got a pretty good idea of what's going on.
Well, I finally caught up.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Oni, do you have any guesses on this one? Does this sound like somebody specific?
Yeah, no, I don't know this one.
Okay. All right. So if you guessed Mehrunes Dagon, you are correct. That is a Mehrunes Dagon quote. The trick here is that he basically, this is him talking about Cold Harbor during ESO. And he filled that part of his realm with his people, and then he destroyed them because that's what he does. He destroyed even his own people. So
interesting.
Yeah. So
okay.
So the destruction thing.
Point, and I don't get the false point.
Right.
But
and
I do
it
get
is a real quote. It's a real quote. It is a real quote.
All right.
I'm assuming this is from the Blackwood DLC.
I believe this is from the. I don't know if this is from Blackwood. I think this is the base game when you're in Cold Harbor.
If it's in Cold Harbor, then yes, it is base game. Right. I was thinking it was in Deadlands, referring to like a piece of Cold Harbor that was like.
Yeah.
I'd have to double check.
Was all right. Yeah, that definitely stumped me.
I feel like when I looked through like a lot of the dialogue in order to find like a line that wasn't just like, "Yes, go on, mortal, without me," or something like that. It's like, well, anybody could have said that.
No, that was a good one where that sounded convincing, but it sounded like a mix of too many things. So that one definitely got me.
Yeah, I think that's when they're dealing with like the end of the original release. The events and the quest line. Right. I could be wrong, but I think that's where that was. I looked through a lot of quotes. They start to mush up in your head. All right, number 5. I will devour your souls in Sovngarde.
This one's just a straight up tell, because what other game mentions Sovngarde souls?
Okay,
plenty of games with Nords in them talk about Sovngarde.
It's true.
Yeah, devouring souls.
Devouring souls is a little on the nose.
Yeah.
Or on the snoot.
It's Alduin.
It's Alduin, and it is Skyrim. Yes. So if you did that, you got those.
We did it, everybody.
Good job. All right, number 6. I am the face of pain. The souls of the damned are my weapons. You will know eons of suffering.
So this just sounds like one of the many lines that Molag Bal says at the anchors, or maybe
that's
it's during
exactly
the boss fight.
what I was thinking. This sounds like an anchor quote from Molag Bal.
Yes,
and I did.
Yes,
I have grinded so many anchors.
You are absolutely right. And you know what?
Hundreds.
I think I'm confusing Molag Bal's the text that I looked at in Molag Bal in Cold Harbor with Mehrunes Dagon. I think you guys are right about the previous one. I think I might have mixed those up in my head. But yes, this one is Molag Bal. I do believe that is one of just the things that he yells at you during one of the anchors.
Yeah, during
it might be a boss fight quote, but like I just done so many of those anchors.
No, I'm right there with you. As soon as I was like, no, this is totally one of those insults he yells at you right before you destroy another anchor.
Yeah. So good one on that one. Number 7. I am the Unweaver. I am the dark tomorrow. I am the last path you will ever walk.
I want to discuss this one because I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think I actually know this one. So
I don't like that's so many things that it could be, because that's like it's so vague and spooky. It's obviously like a Daedric prince, but I don't know. I guess it doesn't have to. Maybe it's like Mana Marco, I suppose.
What do you think?
Maybe it is Mana Marco.
What do you think?
I don't know.
I am the Unweaver. I am the dark tomorrow. I am the last path you will ever walk.
I went with Vermina because
it's that last line that did it for me.
The last path you will ever walk.
Yep.
I'm missing something because I went with Vermina because
I'll give you a hint. You are missing something.
Yeah, I know.
I know, and
everybody was missing something until
that is like a huge hint, and it's only going to make sense when I probably tell you.
So, who has like a huge theme about paths and like because I know there's like the 6 walking ways. Maybe it's something about that. Maybe it's a Morrowind character. I know they go into that a lot.
I feel like this is unfair to Rob right now.
It is a little unfair. It is okay. Do you want the answer?
Yeah.
Do you want to guess, Oni? What do you think?
I'm going to stick with my Vermina quote, even though it's wrong.
Like with the weaving part, like I was thinking Mafala, but I'm not sure. Like it doesn't sound familiar. So that's just a guess.
Okay, yeah, your audio is so garbly, but I can tell what you're saying. You're saying
be nice.
It sounds like you're absolutely on a cell phone, like in a car. Or something.
Yeah, but like I get the Mafala thing that they're referring to as well.
Oh, like webbing the weaves and there's
sure.
there.
I get that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna. Are we good with me saying what I think?
Yeah,
it is?
Go ahead and guess.
I think it's Athelia from ESO. Because
that is a dirty trick.
Because it's the past. Yes, and I was like, you haven't played that expansion, so you're literally not going to know this.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known it either if it is Athelia, because I'm not even through the base ESO storyline.
Yeah.
Athelia's 10 chapters later.
Athelia's the Prince of Paths.
Yeah.
The last path you'll ever walk.
Yes.
Unweaving of time.
Prince of like reflections.
That makes sense now.
It's the paths of reality shatter like through a prism. That's the symbology. That's why you were thinking light.
I mean, where Hermaeus Mora can like see all the threads of fate, she can warp them.
Right.
And
she
that's
can manipulate them.
The big gimmick to her. Yeah.
Right.
This is a dumb game for dumb babies.
That's why I was like, oh man, this is unfair to Rob, because I was like, you are missing something. The like one expansion you haven't played.
You said that, I was like, I have a feeling this might be from the Athelia.
Yeah, we've talked about Athelia on like 3 or 4 different episodes. So
that's true.
To your own point, Rob, if you've listened to the show.
Well, I should have gotten it because again, I caught up. I just finished listening. The show. Yeah, I've been binging it since like the beginning of this year. I should have got that. Now I feel bad about myself.
I didn't grab onto the paths bit. I know she's all about like prismatic reflections. I got that bit down. I didn't grab onto the paths.
Yeah, because a lot of the story is actually pretty cool. You like use this lantern and you actually open up pathways that you get to see. So that was why I was like, oh man, that was the line that I was like, okay, yeah, it's definitely what I think it is.
All right, ready to move on?
Yeah,
I guess so.
Number 8.
Everyone's demoralized after that one.
All right, here we go.
Matters.
Here we go. And these are just going to get harder as they go for like on average, not all.
I know this is where I stopped answering.
All right. Number 8. It contains the knowledge of the ages as revealed by Xerxes, my loyal servant. For hundreds of years, it's been shut away from the world. Any guess on this one?
That's you want to go?
Isn't Xerxes like Magnus's servant? But we don't ever get a quote from Magnus, so it's not him.
Right.
So I'm like, it's weird. Brush up on my Xerxes
It is weird.
lore.
Right. I will tell you this. It is weird, but it is definitely a line that I guarantee all of us have heard. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's my guess is Hermaeus Mora from Skyrim.
That is my guess.
Either when you're dealing with the transmundane quest line where you have to collect all the elf blood.
Yep.
And he mentions Xerxes.
Yeah, you are absolutely correct.
DLC.
Yes, you are absolutely correct.
That was what I guessed, and because it just made the most like linear sense with logic. But I was like, I don't think he's a servant though.
But at the same time, I did just finish that quest in Skyrim.
He claims it here, which is like there are these, and this is what Lotus and I were talking about last time when we read through the text of like the elven perspective of creation. Like there are these little bits that just kind of drop in that nobody ever discusses. But like he's claiming that Xerxes was his loyal servant.
Yeah, maybe that's just him being like egotist.
Well, also the Ogma Infinium and the Mysterium Xerxes get linked in a lot of ways.
That's true. Yeah, there's got to be something going on there that just doesn't get discussed very often, which is pretty cool. So yeah, Hermaeus Mora, Skyrim, 2 for Hermaeus, 1 for Skyrim.
That was close. I actually almost thought that was Hermaeus Mora from Oblivion, and I almost committed to that. And I was like,
I almost went Hermaeus Mora ESO because I was like, it seems like a Hermaeus Mora type of quote, but I don't recognize it exactly, so it could be one of the many ESO quests.
Yeah.
All right.
But I ended up going with Skyrim because I was like, no, it feels probably more like the quest of the transmundane.
Yep.
Mundane.
All right. Number 9. It's about the reward, the prize. Fear not. You'll have your trinkets, your desire for power, your hunger for wealth.
This one sounds. I want to discuss it, but I want to discuss the source of the game more because I know who it is. I think I know where it's from. This has got to be here seen because it's all about the reward of the hunt is what that feels like. I guess it could be like a Boethi thing or just like some quest giver person, but it feels
they have to be very powerful, so it can't just be like some dude in a town, like it's definitely not that.
Because like them focusing on the reward and it's like kind of like glory coded, so it could be Boethi, I suppose, but this feels very here seen type. Right. But it could be any of the games. That could be Oblivion, that could be Skyrim, it could even be ESO.
It could.
I don't know. I went with Oblivion here seen. Do we think it's not even here seen? Am I missing something?
Well, what do the rest of you think?
This one was another one that stumped me.
I thought this was made up.
So Lotus thought this was made up.
I don't think
if it was made up, who would you think it is?
I was thinking it was either Hirsine or Clavicus Vial.
Okay. All right. Oni, do you have any guesses on this one? Or Falcon. Falcon's here, maybe. Falcon, are you here?
He's chilling.
Yeah, Claviclus Vial was my first thought off of that.
Okay.
I guess rewards are kind of his thing as well.
Yeah, it's trying to like he's big into bargaining and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, I do not think this one is real.
When I tell you the connection on this one, you guys are gonna be like, oh, okay. You'll be like, all right. Here's the answer. This is Nocturnal in Skyrim during the Thieves Guild quest line because of the wealth thing and the thieves.
Bringing the Thieves Guild back to power. I could see that.
Yeah, I can see it now.
The Thieves Guild.
Because she was working a deal with them. 100%. You'll have your trinkets, your desire for power, your hunger for wealth. They're thieves.
Yeah, now I don't like this game, though.
And it is a real quote. So, all right. Number 10. Did you get this one, Rob? Is this the one that you're missing?
We'll find out.
All right. The quote is, the blood that spills beneath the moons is sacred. Kill not for cruelty, but for glory.
I do have that one. It's obviously a Skyrim quote from one of the werewolf, from one of the companions. You don't speak with anyone as much as Ayala, I feel like.
Well, it has to be a godlike thing, godlike character. So,
that's a good point. It wouldn't be just.
It can't be one of the companions because they're all mortals.
Yeah, it's because the only time you ever talk with Hirsine is during that one quest in Falkreath.
Yeah,
right.
Like, at that point, it could be like a Morrowind Hirsine quote because you
that's
do
true.
a werewolf thing in the Blood Moon DLC. I'm still going to go with Hirsine in Skyrim at that point.
Okay.
Right. I thought it was Malakath.
Ooh, interesting.
Under the moon? Why would Malakath give
Because he's all about murdering for honor was my thought.
That's true.
Yeah, but why does the moon care?
I don't think the moon's important.
Why would he say it?
Dude, the guy's beheading his own son. What do you want from him?
Hey, he had to.
All right. Are you ready for the answer?
That was my thought, was Malakath. But yeah, I was going to say.
All right. Are you ready for the answer?
I definitely see the Hirsine thing. Watch it just be fake. We're all dumb.
So it is Hirsine. But it is fake. It's a completely fake quote. So this is one of the fake ones. But yeah, the blood that spills under the moon. The
moon wasn't important.
That's part of it. Killing not for cruelty, but for glory. The hunt, all of that. Like this matches Hirsine better than anybody else. But it's fake, and it's not from a game because it's fake. So the game doesn't matter.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. So there you go. That's number 10. Number 11. A-A-H-H-H-H-G-H. Wearing flesh is so distasteful. You have caught my attention, mortal. That is most unwise.
This one frustrates me because I feel like I remember this exact quote, but I have no idea who would possibly say this because, like, at first I'm like, oh, it feels like a Hermaeus Mora complaining about being in mortal form, but at the same time, I've never seen Hermaeus Mora take the form of a mortal. He doesn't do that. And so then I was like, Clavicus Vile complains a lot, so maybe it's that. Or, I don't know if this counts as quite of a godlike power. Would you consider Lyrinth to fit this category?
Interesting.
She's a Daedra.
She is a Daedra.
But not quite
she's
godlike.
Not godlike.
Yeah,
though.
not quite godlike.
No. So I was actually.
And the fact that you're questioning it means it's not correct.
Well,
it's not the answer to the question. But yeah, I don't think I would have considered simply a Daedra as being godlike.
She's more than just a Daedra, Tom.
Well, okay. Waifu also does not mean godlike.
So I was on the whole thoughts of, because this sounds super familiar to me. For some reason, is this Barbas from like the Clavicus, like not Clavicus Vile himself, but Barbas?
Interesting.
Well,
interesting.
I'm still right if I say Clavicus Vile because that's
right. Well,
yeah,
kind of
if it is Clavicus Vile, Barbas and Clavicus would be the same person. I wouldn't. Divide the two.
Right. It's like two halves of the whole type of deal.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Any other? Oni, do you have a guess?
Yeah, I was actually having the same thought about. Is that like Barbas related maybe? Like, so I'm on that page too, like Clavicus Vile or Barbas or something.
Yeah, interesting. And you sound a lot clearer now, so it looks like it's doing better.
I put my headphones on.
Oh, great.
That help.
that does help a lot. Thank you so much.
My guess is Mephala from Skyrim.
Interesting. Okay.
Or is it Mephala? It's the one Daedric prince that you sacrifice a companion. or somebody you trust.
Oh,
and they possess the body.
That would be a Boethian,
yeah,
right?
That's Boethia. That's a good one. The murdering pole is a good call.
Right.
The murdering pole?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's a pole. You murder.
I don't think that's its name.
Well, all right. Do you guys want the answer? You want the answer?
Canon.
Mothman is the closest because it is Boethia and it is from that quest line. You are correct in Skyrim.
I just got the wrong Daedric.
You had the wrong Daedric Prince, but it's Boethia, and it's that response to the murdering of the other person, and they have to show up, and you have to take
I
him
feel like
back.
Mothman gets that.
Yeah.
Can I get the extra credit for calling out the specific quest?
You just mix up the name of the prince, but you get
half credit. You get half credit for the name, which is 1 point instead of 2, because you nailed the point, the absolute point in the game.
You knew what it was.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh yeah. As soon as you said that, it's like, oh yeah, that's right. They're super annoyed that they have to be in that.
I thought that, and that's why I picked this quote, because it doesn't scream Boethia, but if you remember the quest, you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that happened.
If Boethia has one hater, it's me. And I'm just like a number one Boethia hater. So I've done that quest once just for the sake of completion, and I never did it again.
Never go back.
So that's why I have heard it, but I just couldn't.
Yeah, I'm the same. I only did it for the Oblivion Walker achievement.
Yep,
that's
for
it.
sure. And the fact that I like to put Jizargo on the pole to get murdered.
Oh,
I like Jizargo for other reasons.
Okay. All right. Now we know things about Lotus that we never knew before. Cool. Number 12. Let's move on.
Moving on.
Here we go. You've brought the sword. Now give it to me as we agreed.
You didn't read this one.
I didn't read this one. Okay. This is number 12.
I was about to say
you're a liar.
You're guessing now. I must have skipped over this one. You've brought the sword.
Again, please.
You've brought the sword. Now give it to me as we agreed. Short and sweet. Short and sweet.
Now give it.
This one's harder.
What quest asks for a sword? This feels Skyrim, I think.
I would agree.
You brought the sword. Now give it to me as we agreed.
Who asked for a sword? What kind of sword would they ask for? I mean, maybe it's not a Skyrim. It could be. I don't know. I'm thinking of all like the fetch quest around a Daedric Prince, and none of them. It's like, oh no, that's a mace. No, that's an axe. No, that's.
I don't think you have to give this back, but I've got an idea.
Well, share your thoughts. Don't be selfish.
So, what about Dawnbringer? Like.
No, because that's specifically a reward.
Right. That's my problem. I was like, you're not giving that back is the problem, though. So
she never once asked for that. She
I don't think she cares.
Here you go.
That was my problem.
Yeah,
I was
because once you get Dawnbreaker, Meridia's like, go forth, mortal, and
slay people with it. Like,
right. Use this to destroy the undead. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
So it's not Meridia.
Right, but that's the only one that. Go ahead.
I was gonna say which. I'm having a blank on which prince, but in Whiterun, where I think you started at like level 20.
That's the Mephala quest with the sword.
The boy.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's the one I'm thinking, because that's the only one I can think where you bring a sword back, I think.
But because doesn't Mephala specifically want you to have it to cause like havoc to the world?
Yeah, so I don't know if you return the sword. She asks for it back, then empowers it. Like I can't remember that one very well.
I think that's got to be the guess I'm going to lean into.
Yeah, I think that's
Mephala with a sword, but I don't think that she asked for it. So
I think the point is to she wants you to murder victims with it, but that's for the greater good of the sword. Maybe she wants it back when you're done filling it with corpses or whatever.
Yeah, I can't think of any other creature that has the sword as their artifact.
Falcon Clavicus Vial, but that's the axe.
Right.
So, do you guys feel like you're good with your guesses?
No.
I'm gonna look in with Mephala.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock in with. I like Oni's idea of Mephala.
Yeah. What about Umbra in Oblivion?
Oh. What?
Wait,
but does anybody want that?
Wait. I thought Umbra, you just go into a dungeon and kill a thing and you get Umbra.
Vial, that is part of him, is Umbra.
Now you say that, yes, you have to return the sword, and you can choose to keep the sword or get his helmet. Right. So that one actually makes more sense.
I think
Changing my guess.
Are you changing? Yeah. Are you going with a different one?
I actually think you might have
I'm going to say Clavicus Vial, Oblivion.
Yeah, I think you're right, because that actually is like part of him if you...
Group effort
the books
there.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Well, since this one I didn't read before, I'll allow it to be a group effort. You are correct. You got there. It is Clavicus Vial. It is Umbra.
Nice work.
Right. Also agreed. There was some sort of agreement that he made.
Oblivion hater.
So there you go. That's Umbra, Clavicus Vial. Yep.
All right.
You got it. You got there. Congratulations.
Good. I was going to say that was a group effort. Good work. You got us across the finish line there.
All right, next one. Pluck but a single thread and the weave unravels. It's another short one.
Is this another Athalia one that I might know?
I have ESO with Athalia.
Wait, what number are we on?
Yeah.
This is number 13.
This is number 12 for the ones who were counting, and number 13 for Tom.
Okay.
Because I skipped over 12, but this is 13. Yeah.
It's definitely Ophelia or Hermaeus Mora. It can't be anyone else.
That's my thing, is like, I'm trying to remember if Hermaeus Mora was saying it about Athelia's gimmick or if it's Athelia talking about herself.
Well,
yeah.
Okay, so
I'm going to go with Mora.
So it can't be Athelia because I already have Athelia. It can't be Mora because I already have a Mora.
Oh, are we not doing repeats?
Oh, we don't have any
there
repeats?
There are no repeats. So,
okay.
Well, that's
a
massive change to the entire
just so you're aware
of my list.
All right, so you're aware.
Just saying.
So you may want to rethink some of these. But here, I'll explain this one while you rethink a little bit. Somebody else weaves things, and it's not time.
Is it Mira?
Then I'm guessing.
It's Mephala. It's Mephala.
Yeah.
And this is in Oblivion.
But what game would it be? Would it be Skyrim or ESO?
Well, I just said Oblivion. I guess you didn't hear me. But yeah, I just said it's in Oblivion. Yeah, this is Mephala in Oblivion. Pluck but a single thread and the weave unravels. Talking about...
It's when you turn everyone against each other, right?
Talking about
the game wrong, even
like
though
the analogy. Yeah, the analogy was the spider web unraveling, but also her plots.
Totally, okay.
I apologize. I'm definitely getting some words cut out because I have a low bandwidth, so
that's okay. That's okay.
Hearing all of the words.
Yeah, I didn't want you going on forever and being like, oh yeah, you just said that. Right. That would have been worse than me being like, yeah, I know, I just said it.
Oh boy.
All right. So so no duplicates. No duplicates. Just putting that out there. Maybe that'll help some people. All right, number 14. I murdered truth and yet I knew it not. I was blind and yet I saw.
This is some like Morrowind-esque dialogue, but it could just be a character that was like from Morrowind that came back, and then we got this kind of dialogue again later. But I don't know who. Dagoth? No, Dagoth is godlike.
I mean, if they're very powerful, and they're allowed to be on the list.
Yeah.
Do we have any not so confident guesses that want to share so we can brainstorm?
So I was in the same boat of like weird Morrowind stuff on this one.
What's the quote again?
I murdered truth and yet I knew it not. I was blind and yet I saw.
Is it Vivek? I'm going to guess
I have Vivek from Morrowind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Vivek makes the most sense because I was like, if it was Dagoth, I would remember it more because he has like those monologues that are.
Yeah.
Oni, any guesses from you?
Yeah, I'm going to guess Morrowind. I've never really got far in Morrowind, so apart from that, no idea.
All right, here's the answer. It is Vivek. It's the whole poet thing. It's if you read the books that he writes, everything's like sounds contradictory, but because it's about a deeper truth and whatever BS he's trying to spout,
Kirkbride
half the time. Right. Yeah. It's very poetic and very like contradictory. It's very Vivek. Right. The two sides are opposites and yet they surmount to a greater whole.
Was it Morrowind or is it ESO?
And it is Morrowind. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes. So you got that one. Nice. Number 15. I really just needed something to encourage you to go out into the world and spread merriment. And you did just that. I haven't been so entertained in at least 100 years.
That has to be Sheol Goroth.
No, it's Sanguine.
Yeah,
that was
Sanguine.
Yeah, it's got to be Sanguine because. So
Actually,
the only reason I
that
say
makes
now it's going to be Sanguine is because we already used Sheogorath.
Yeah, we already used Sheogorath. Right.
That's the only reason I'm like, no, it has to be Sanguine.
This is his closing dialogue when you're like, you wake up from your blackout, you find all the clues, you finish the quest, and you talk to him. You're like, yo, dude, what the hell was all that about? This is his response to that.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Sanguine and
the
Skyrim.
only reason I got there very quickly was because I know that there's no duplicates now. I'm like, oh, never mind. It's got to be the same class.
Right. That'll help you out a little bit. All right.
Yeah, I would have been wrong otherwise.
All right. So it's Sanguine and Skyrim. All right. Number 16. I saw your life gutter and fade like a candle flame in a tempest. My undead servants drank your blood and I reanimated your corpse.
So my initial thought was like, oh, this, undead servants, and maybe this is Molag Bal, but we already have Molag Bal.
Mana Marco?
Yeah, Mana Marco, I'm thinking.
Oh, you just turned a light bulb on in Raph's brain. He was just like, ping.
Yeah.
Because he's the only...
A necromancer would say.
Yeah, that's something.
Yeah, and he is definitely godlike. The guy turns into a moon.
That's true.
He does turn into a moon.
Not a lot of people can put that on their resume.
I can't do that.
Yep.
All right. Is everybody good on that one?
Which game?
Yeah, Mana Marco.
I would say probably... Ooh, it could be... He's in all of the games.
I'm going to guess
He's in a lot of
ESO
games.
because it's the only time he murders the main character.
Yeah, that's my theory is because you get shanked.
All right. It is Mana Marco and it is ESO because he's talking about you. He's talking about the vestige here. Which is pretty dark, but yep, you got it. Mana Marco. I had to include him because I was like, he's got to be on the list somewhere. All right, number 17. We meet again, mortal, for we have met before, whether you know it or not. When you mutter in your sleep, you speak to me. Well,
okay.
Is
so this one's
Namira?
It's the one that cares about dreams.
Yeah.
No, not Namira.
Vermina.
Yeah.
I have Vermina. I have Vermina in Oblivion, but I don't know the game for sure.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was in that burnt down village where you're all having nightmares.
Or
and stuff.
it could be the quest line in Dawnstar.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, maybe that's actually. You know what? I think I'm mixing up games for that.
No, I was like, I'm pretty
I knew
confident
it was the
it's
quest
anything
line
other than Skyrim, but now you got me second guessing.
I knew it was.
Now I think I'm wrong with Oblivion.
But the fact that Todd and the Lore Masters have so many Daedric princes with very similar names, that's why I keep messing up. Namina, Vermina, Mafala, and whatnot.
Yeah. All right. Well, it is Vermina. So those of you who wrote Vermina down get 2 points, and it is from Oblivion.
Oh my God, I was actually right.
Yeah.
Hey,
I got it.
This is Oblivion. Yep.
I actually second guessed my game. I was like, well, it's Vermina, but I was like, I put Oblivion, but I was like, maybe it was Skyrim. Okay, never mind.
In Skyrim, it's more dialogue about the dream stride and not about actual dreams.
That's valid.
Dream stride is a different
that's true.
dimension. So I leaned away from Skyrim, but once you started bringing it up again, I was like, well, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Woo!
All right.
Well, that's a surprise victory.
Number 18. The strong have no need of tricks. Honor and strength are all that matter.
I mean,
Is this
my boy, right?
Malakath?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Rob's boy.
Just
Very
because
honorable. So, Malika.
Didn't mention anything about a moon. No.
It could be like Boethia cares about honor sometimes, but very rarely. Oh, we already have a Boethia quote.
You already have a Boethia.
Right. Because originally that was my thought, and I've had to change it now because we.
But I did have Malakath written, but I didn't get it finished enough to choose a game. So I still need a moment to figure out what game I think this is.
Well, pick quick. What do the rest of you think?
I'm going to go with Oblivion just because I don't remember this in Skyrim, and that's the one I played more.
All right.
We'll find out soon.
All right. Well, here's the answer. It is Malakath. You're correct.
Okay.
And it is Skyrim.
Failed on
Skyrim. Yep. All right. Number 19. My people look upon the elements and see there written a divine testament to my lordship. Did ever any other god display such domination over the earth and sky?
This guy needs to shut up.
This is quite the quote.
Line.
This is
I'm gonna guess this is a fake one.
Yeah,
I think it's a fake one too.
I think this one's fake as well.
Wow, three fakes.
I don't know who it's trying to sound like.
If anything, it would sound more like Molag Bal because of the domination.
Well, it's sort of domination. Yeah.
Well, testament to your lordship is more like
that would sound more like
it's like, look, it's more about ego than subjugation, I feel like.
True.
Sounds fake.
And Vivek is already taken.
Vivek is already taken.
Thinking about it, it sounds more like Marin's Dagon.
I think we have a quote from him already, don't we?
Yep.
Maybe we do. But this quote just
still
sounds fake.
Yep. All right.
I don't have a guess for this. I have no idea.
You ready? It's not fake.
I guess I'm going to take an L.
It's not fake. It's not fake. It's not fake. This is Almalexia from the Tribunal expansion to Morrowind.
I didn't think you would go past.
Wow,
I thought you were just going to keep it at Vivek, and that was it.
But when you think about it, she's talking about her people. She talks about her people. Domination over Earth and sky.
As soon as you said, of course, it's Almalexia.
Control. Yeah, like that's Almalexia. Yep, that one's. I told you they got a little harder here at the end.
It is about ego. I was right. I was like, well, Vivek's already taken. Who could be more egotistical than that? The answer is Almalexia.
Yep. Yeah, they both are in that together. All right, number 20. Decay is not death, it is ice. I'm sorry. Decay is not death, it is design. The rot beneath the skin is simply truth unveiled.
I know exactly who this is.
It's Periite?
Is that what you're going to say, Rob? What do you think?
Yeah. Namira. Namira's about Decay.
Namira. Yeah.
Because Periite is about pestilence and disease.
Yeah, you're right.
So Decay has
and really boring order
specifically. Yeah, Decay is specifically Namira.
That's right. Namira is also has the cult of
I know that it's the overlapping thing where it's like they both are gross, but she's gross in Decay, he's gross.
Because of the Ring of Namira allows you to be a cannibal within Skyrim. That's right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this. What game? Yeah,
Skyrim.
Yeah, I think Skyrim.
I'm going to guess Skyrim.
Yeah.
That whole meat feast.
Is everybody on Skyrim?
Yeah.
I feel like you're making it so that now I want to question it, but I'm doubling down.
Is there how many fakes are left?
One.
I'm curious. I don't think this is fake. I think this is real.
Yeah, no, I think this is because we need a Namira one, so I think it's Namira, and I think it's the Skyrim. Everybody's the bloodiest meats in the Reach quest.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right,
which isn't the quest.
You ready for the answer?
Creep who's at the dinner.
That's true. Are you ready for an answer?
Yeah.
This is a very real fake quote by Namira.
Really?
Damn it, Tom!
Oh, a very real fake quote.
This fake quote is very real. It's really fake.
It's really fake.
But you guys, you picked the right name. So
yeah,
I'll give you credit for that if you didn't pick fake. But also you can't pick a game because it's fake, so it doesn't come from a game.
Elder Scrolls 6.
Right, it's from this line will show up in Elder Scrolls 6, and then it'll completely undo everything.
You can't prove that was never said. I'm just saying.
Okay. All right, 21. What is your fate? To stand against me? Then know this: you are not the first.
I know I've heard this. And I can't remember who. Okay, obviously it's someone that you fight. That's obvious. And who? Mm-hmm. Does anyone definitely know? So they just want to take us outside?
I've got nothing for these last two because they've been used.
I'm having a blank on his name, but the first Dragonborn from the Dragonborn DLC in Skyrim.
Ooh, Mirak.
Yeah. Because he's godlike, really. So
I think you might be onto something there.
What's the quote again?
Yeah.
The quote again is, what is your fate? To stand against me? Then know this, you are not the first. It does sound very general.
Tons of Dragonborn.
It does sound very general.
Yeah.
100%. That's Mirak.
It just sounds like something too familiar.
Is there any other answer that could go instead? Because I think it is Mirak, but I don't want to jump on this horse too quick.
Don't break the horse's back by jumping on it too quick.
Thanks. I'm gonna stick with Mirak. Right, I can't think of a better answer.
Mirak, Skyrim.
It has to be Mirak.
All right, you ready for the answer? The answer is Azura and Morrowind.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought that one was interesting because it was
Azura.
Yeah, Azura says this in Morrowind.
Skyrim when you go into the star.
This is in Morrowind.
Morrowind. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So That one, I thought I wanted to throw one in there that was like real, like, oh, wait, really? Yeah.
Well, one of my other guesses was...
No, you stand against her.
Azura, Nocturnal, or the third Daedric Prince in the... what was it? The
third Daedric...
Or whatever... You know, it was an ESO where you go into the Spire and there's Daedric Princes fighting each other. Or is that Battle Spire?
That sounds like Battle Spire?
Yeah, the way you're describing it, I would say that's Battle Spire, but...
Where you go into a tower and the three Daedric Princes are fighting each other and you go up against them at one point. Is that Battle Spire or is that...
That sounds sick. That's what that is.
I don't know.
The one DLC in...
There is an ESO expansion that has three Daedric Princes fighting, and I haven't played it.
It's in not High Isle.
It's...
Where's the filthy Altmer from?
Yeah, the Somerset Isle. There we go.
Somerset.
The Somerset expansion in ESO has...
Are you talking about ESO?
Because I remember that one episode you guys were talking about it, and you said just the atmosphere of the Daedric Princes towering over you and fighting each other.
Right, that was ESO. That was in ESO. That was
going to be one of my guesses. Was one of those princes.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, we lost Lotus. Lotus disappeared. We'll give him a minute to pop back in. But yeah, that was Azura, and I'm trying to pull up where I got that quote specifically from. But she's talking about the Dunmer defying her plans. It's not like a combat thing. It's more of a situational
just defying
thing.
Her orders.
Right. And she was upset about that. Yeah, Lotus, where'd you go? Hopefully Lotus didn't just like lose internet or something. All right, let's talk about...
see him put something in chat just before, but I didn't read it because I'm driving. So.
Let me look. He's got to run to help with the little one.
Go take care of his kids.
That's fine. We'll let him go. We'll get his points, I guess, in the future. All right, here's the last one. We're down to the last question. All right, 22. All knowledge is permissible, even the forbidden holds value to the wise.
This, given that we've done Vivek and Almalexia, I feel like this has to be Sotha Sil.
Is everybody else on board with that? Or do you think it's someone else?
The only other one I can think of would be Laura, but we've already done him.
It's true.
And Sotha Sil is of the three. He's the one who's all about like extending his width of knowledge and pursuing the things that are forbidden.
Yeah.
So I do think this is probably him. But
I mean, either way, I would have gotten it wrong because I haven't played Morrowind or that part.
I am going to put a little bit of a twist. I think this is an ESO quote instead of a Morrowind quote, but I don't know.
Anybody else have guesses about where? You're right. This is Sotha Sil. Do you think it's ESO? Do you think it's Morrowind? Any other thoughts?
I'm going to say ESO.
ESO. I'm going to go ESO.
Yeah, you're right. It is ESO. It's from the Clockwork City. Yeah.
All right.
Congratulations. You got that one right. All right. That's all of them. Look back through your list. I hated this. I'm so sorry.
I enjoyed it.
Look back through your list. Count up your points. Every time you got the name of the person, power, whatever you want to call them, Daedric Prince, Godlike being, Necromancer, whatever. But give yourself 2 points. Every time you got the location, give yourself a point. And if you got that it was false on one of the three that were false. And by the way, the first one was also false. That was the third.
I had a feeling that one was false.
That one is
because I didn't mark it, but you skipped right past it. I was like, oh, okay, I guess that.
Yeah, just kind of moved on. But yeah, the first one was the other one that was false. Even I guess I didn't note it at the beginning. But yes, first one's false. So if you mark that one false, then you get 5 points for that. All right, let's. Everyone got your points tallied. Who was actually tallying points? All right, Mothman, Rob.
I'm not going to do math that quick. I don't know. I got a handful wrong. I probably didn't win.
Okay, all right. Well, and we don't know Lotus's points either. Mothman, how many points did you get?
24.
24. That feels pretty good. It's pretty good. All right. Falcon, did you tally up your points? Do you have a total? Oni, did you tally up your points too?
3, 4, 5, 6.
No, I'm driving, so I wasn't able to really.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. I'm just in it for the fun.
Yeah, most people are. The people who are listening at home probably just like in it for the fun too, just trying to guess along.
11, 12, 13,
we're just going to listen to Rob count here. I don't know. I guess Falcon is but isn't here. So
good,
good to have you, Falcon.
14 wrong. So I think Wait, that's a lot of, I don't know.
That would be out of 22. So it was 8 correct? Total?
Well,
did you get them totally correct?
If I got one of it, yeah, shoot, I don't know, man, because the 2 points for one and 1 point for the other, that math's all over the place.
All right, but if you want to count it up later, we still have to see what
2/3 of the answer.
Falcon's in the chat. Did not keep track. Let's say C-. Okay, so everybody did not keep track of their points.
2/3, roughly, 66%.
All right, so congratulations. We don't know who won. Yay! Anticlimactic.
All it was about the journey we made along the way.
Yeah, so we just made friends. We made friends along the way. I don't know, Manny Marco. Is he friends with anyone? Probably not.
He was friends with Molag Bal.
Yeah, kind of.
Why he's evil. It's probably why he's evil. He has no friends and he's salty about it.
That's it. Yeah, Vanis Galarian.
That man just needs a hug.
Yeah. He was friends with Vanis Galarian.
Right.
That ended. He was friends with Molag Bal. That ended. He's not very good with keeping friends.
It's kind of his fault the whole time.
Terrible.
Yeah, he's kind of a, I don't know, megalomaniac, narcissist, necromancer, douchebag.
Twink.
So, there you go. I don't know if the other part is true, but okay.
In ESO.
All right. Yeah, because he looks more slender and
he's got the young, slim
the
body.
pretty face. Yeah.
Twink death hits everyone. It's real.
But by Oblivion, definitely not. Just kind of potato face old man at that point. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I hope you had fun doing this. I hope it wasn't too annoying, Rob.
No, I did enjoy it. It was just frustrating.
All right. Well, it's time to wrap it up. Let's go back through. If you've got something you want to share with the world, or just thanks for being here, we'll go through on the screen, on my screen. Let's start with Rob. Rob, thanks for being here.
You're welcome. You can catch me, Rob the Princess, in the Discord server. I'm on Blue Sky. In theory, I'm on ESO, and that's pretty much it. Check out Sky Oblivion. Should be coming out at the end of the year.
Cool. Awesome. Mothman, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no problem. Always a pleasure. Well, not always a pleasure. It's the first time for everything.
First time, and always.
I'm glad to be here.
Great. Awesome. Anything you want to share? Any ways people can get hold of you?
I don't have. I'm on the Discord too, but otherwise, I don't have much in the way of streaming or whatnot.
That's fine. Yeah, that's totally fine. I totally get it.
Unless if you have a lamp, then I'll fly straight towards it.
Okay. Yeah, because you're actually a moth.
Yep.
Good to know.
Live, laugh, lyric.
All right. Falcon, I don't know if Falcon can respond. Falcon says Manny Marco is a himbo in our chat. Falcon, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
There you are.
Since I couldn't talk last month, I guess I'll get my piece and say I don't like the remaster. It feels like Oblivion. I'm very excited for Sky Oblivion, though.
Well,
I'm giving Falcon the thumbs down, not Oblivion the thumbs down, by the way.
Yeah, but you're giving the Sky Oblivion the thumbs up.
Yeah, and the remaster. The remaster's great.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hey, to each their own. But thanks for joining us, Falcon. Anything else you wanted to share? Unless you're wrong. All right, cool. And then Oni, thanks for joining us for the first time. I'm glad you were able to make this work. Getting off work or wherever in the car and all that.
Yeah, all good. Yeah, I'm just Wasteland Oni on Blue Sky and Discord. And on Discord, I've just got my link tree and my bio, so you can find me everywhere else. So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. And thanks to Lotus for making time. I know he's got dad stuff to do. Also, have to shout out our newest patrons. We've got William G, Elusive Enigma, Tyler S, Unleash Evox. I'm guessing that's not a real name. If it is, that's very cool, but I'll read out the whole thing. And Malachite, welcome to the Patreon. So glad that you decided to join us. And then also we have to shout out our DJ Princes, Blinding Vision, Hirsine, Kira C, Mothman, and Peter R. Thanks, everybody, including Mothman. And if you would like to help us out or check out all the stuff you can get, ad-free episodes, join us for patron chats like this, t-shirts and stickers, all sorts of things. Patreon.com/Elder Scrolls Lorecast is where you can go do that. You can also leave a review on Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star review. We'll read it out on a future episode. And then you can also leave us a voicemail. The place to do that is voiceline.app/Elder Scrolls. If you don't remember me saying that, it's in the description stuff about this episode. You'll find a link in there, and you can call and leave us a little voicemail, and we'll listen to it on a future episode and answer your questions or just respond to your comments or whatever. But thank you, everybody, for joining us again. Patrons, thank you for being here. And until next time, have a wonderful rest of your week. And Lotus and I will be back next week with more creation story kind of stuff. And then we'll be digging deeper into other cultures and other perspectives on all of that. So it's going to be fun. We'll see you then. Bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the Elder Scrolls Lorecast. Check out robotsradio.net for more podcasts just like this, and join us on the Robots Radio Discord. Be part of a community of over 5,000 people who are excited about video games and so much more. Robots Radio. Games, lore, stories, community. Just press play.